Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to my review for A Plague Tale Innocence. So this is a fantastic little game, adventure game that came out a few years ago, and because it is free from Epic, I thought I should make a review because I have played this game. I really liked it when it first came out and I've played it twice to completion. Story driven linear game, not open world. People often ask me to recommend them some story driven games, and I think this is one of the best recent ones. So, this is set in 1348 in France during the period of the Hundred Years' War between France and England, and also during the Black Death, which was a bubonic plague that swept across most of Western Europe and even North Africa. And if I recall from history, it killed a huge percentage of the population, like 40% or something. So, it is set during this period. You mostly play as 14-year-old Amicia, who's looking after her little brother Hugo. Now, at the start of the game, something happens. Let's say, I don't want to go into spoilers, but the kids are on the run from the Inquisition. And because of the plague, there are rats everywhere, so you have to deal with them as well. So, those are the two main um, enemies, let's say. So, you have to avoid the Inquisition, who are trying to capture your brother for whatever reason, and also the rats that come in hordes and hordes of thousands and then just eat and destroy everything. So those are the two main antagonists, let's say. Now, in order to deal with the rats, you have to use fire and light and torches to sort of make your way and distract them. If you go into dark places, they'll just overrun and kill you. Um, the Inquisition, obviously, since you're mostly playing as a 14-year-old girl, you can't really fight off these big soldiers and enemies. So you have to sneak around, distract them, throw stones, things like that. So that is the main gameplay loop. It's basically a adventure game where the two kids on the run, just you spend most of the game on the run, meet other characters, mostly other teenagers and stuff, and try to understand the story and what's going on. So very, very nice game. Graphically, it looks pretty good as well. One word of warning though, the game is quite gruesome to look at, despite the good graphics. Rats, especially, they'll kill humans, they'll just eat everything. So, a lot of dead bodies and things like guts and stuff hanging everywhere. So, it's just very, very disgusting in some places, like rivers overflowing with dead bodies, things like that. So that is quite gruesome, even though it's mostly centered around kids. It's not a kid-friendly game, if that makes sense. So the game length is about, I would say, 10 to 12 hours if you just play at a normal difficulty and don't get stuck anywhere. I think there are 17 chapters in total, including the epilogue. So yeah, it should take you about 10 to 12 hours at a normal pace. Story moves along very nicely. It had a nice adventure feel to it, which is one of the things I like. The characters were well written, and yeah, the gameplay, like I said, is stealth. And Amicia has this sling that she can use to take out some enemies. She's no Lara Croft, but she does a pretty good job by the end of the game, taking out a lot of people. Mostly environmental puzzles is what I meant to say, especially when it comes to dealing with the rats. So yeah, overall, I highly recommend this game. It is from 2019, so graphically it looks pretty good. And also because it's from 2019, it's not a brand new game. It'll run very easily. If you like story-driven games, adventure games, you should definitely enjoy this one. The period, for example, I don't think I've seen another game set during the Black Death. And also the French setting is a little different. So yeah, overall, very, very good game. One of the best games I've played in recent years and highly recommend this. So check it out, pick it up from the Epic Game Store. If you got it free, it's been free now for the second time. And yeah, hopefully you like it as much as I do.
Let's get this over with. Keep it up. Only death will stop you.
Amicia, You killed him.